going on, guys? Tony, welcome back to 9GP. So today we're going to be talking about red dot magnifier versus LPVO 45-degree offset. Let's get to it. All right, guys, as we always do on 9GP, so we're going to have Rick from 406. Rick! All right, Rick, what's going on? Introduce yourself. We'll go ahead and have his channel link in the description of the video, so make sure you go over there, drop a like, subscribe on his channel as well. We're going to be doing a lot of videos together, and don't forget, if you find something useful in this video, always hit that sub button. Let's reach more people and share it with your friends. All right, Rick, if you want to introduce yourself, let them know.
Hey guys, I'm Rick from 406, a local Montanan. I make some YouTube content, love to shoot guns, love to train, love to do all sorts of great outdoors things, so like, subscribe that channel, and let's go.
All right, you guys heard him. All right, so we're going to get into a few things right now. We're going to get into LPVO versus red dot. You guys have seen the video a million fucking times. So let me tell you right now, we are on an open public range, so you're going to hear a bunch of LARPers in the background shooting off 22s and whatever. But we're going to go ahead and ignore that. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my audio, but we'll see. So, thanks, man. All right, so today we're going to go ahead and talk about LPVO versus red dot. You've seen the video a million times. However, LPVO 45-degree offset is going to be the big thing, and I'm going to tell you why. So right now we've got the Romeo Juliet on this guy right here. Toss off your magnification. We're going to tell you why that's a problem. Thank you. Right here, we got the SIG Tango MSR. Right, beautiful guy. You know, SIG over Glock as always, and then the SIG Romeo 0 45-degree offset on the side. We're going to tell you why this is far more useful than red dot magnifier. And I know what you're thinking right now. Well, can't I put a 45-degree offset on my red dot magnifier? No. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get into the info. All right, Rick, go ahead and put it up. All right, close target, go. All right, far target, go. All right. So you see, it takes a little bit to go ahead, transition off of your red dot magnifier. However, we got LPVO, right? We got 1 to 6 right here. So if I want to go out 6, fine. All right, going out, far target, bang, 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 blah, blah, blah. All right, close target, easy. Hand never comes off the weapon. All right, I'm always stable. That's where we need to be, okay? Because when you're doing what you need to do, seconds fucking count. All right, so it takes me less time to rotate from here to here, and if I want to, LPVOs, we have the technology, all right, and I can hear it already, all right? So take a moment, pause back. I'm shooting 500 yards with iron sights. Nobody cares, old man, all right? The future is now. So, not only can I use this as a red dot, most LPVOs are etched and then magnified. So what's that mean? That means when I run out of batteries here, I'm fucked, all right? And most of the time when you're using your red dot magnifier, you're not gonna have your backup irons on there, okay? Most of them, go take a look at any video, they don't have backup irons on there. So now what do? Sit there and just hope that you hit a target? Well, with an LPVO, you're etched. So batteries die, cool, I can turn on the dot. It's bright. That's great. My batteries die. It goes out. I'm still etched. It's still useful. Close target right here. Got some MOTAC in here. If you don't know about MOTAC yet, go ahead and go look at my other video, SIG Romeo 0 45-degree offset, and the mounting options that you need. All right. So as soon as you pick up your rifle, turns on. Close target. Quick transition. All right. We're going to go ahead and hit the range since we are out here already. And we're going to go ahead and shoot a little bit and see how much better it is choosing between magnification and not. Now, like I said, why wouldn't you put a 45-degree offset on your red dot magnifier? All right, that comes down to maintaining your optics. All right, we have 4 sets of glass here versus my 3 sets of glass. All right, so it's going to be a lot easier to clean these bad boys up. Debris, dirt, fog, rain, anything gets in your optic, okay? Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 sets of glass whenever you're doing anything, and you're not going to have backup irons. Because when we put the magnifier red dot with irons on here, it is so close together. Now, we can't close the glass protector. And a lot of the times when you're using these red dots with these glass protectors, it's so, if there's some mud or some debris and you're in some shit and you need to get a clear visual, you flip this up and it's like it's brand new.
So one of the things to think about is we're not trashing these optics in particular or anything like that. These are SIG, that optic's SIG. It's literally two different offerings from the same company.
Guys, so Rick, what do you think? Any input? Let's hear what you have to say.
So I'm obviously a fan of LPVOs. I think the red dot, obviously red dots are fantastic. Magnifiers work, and I think they served a purpose in a time when LPVOs just weren't viable. But costs have come down significantly. Technology's got way better. The weight difference, I would be really surprised to know how much less this combo weighs than a good LPVO and a decent mount. These are cool, like the magnifier that flips off to the side is interesting to me, but it's more moving parts, more things to get snagged on gear or on anything that you're crawling over, anything like that. They have an awful lot of downsides. I'm not saying that they don't work, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the boat right now that got swept up in the middle of the night with a combo like this, but I think LPVOs are the future. They just make sense.
It makes sense. All right, let's go ahead, get on the range. We'll do some transitions. We'll do magnified, non-magnified, and we'll see how it goes. Show you how much faster it is to get a micro red dot on your LPVO and start to get away from the magnifier red dot combo. So, one of the things with the red dot 45 degree is you use a mini. So, with it being a pistol red dot and a mini, obviously SIG, they come factory zero from the factory. However, since you're putting it on a rifle, you're going to have to re-zero it. It's just something you're going to have to do. However, you're going to be zeroing this 25 and closer, 50 and closer if you want. But it's going to be for quick transition. That way I'm never taking my hand off my weapon. Okay, that is huge. The least amount of time you have your hand off your weapon and you stay on target, the better. So let's go ahead and get on the range. We'll do some transitions. We'll go ahead and tell you how it feels and why you should make the switch. And again, this Tango MSR, this is a bit heavy, but you're not really going to notice the difference. And you can find this for about $300. So it's going to be cheaper than you getting a red dot magnifier anyways. So you might as well make the switch. All right, guys, let's get on the range. We'll test it out. All right, guys, Rick is going to be starting off magnified, and then he's going to switch to non-magnification in one of those scenarios where you have a close target. So can you really switch to a close target with magnification? Yes. Is it ideal? No. The whole point of a red dot is to get on target fast and swift.
All right, so let's shoot this. Shoot magnified first. I'm going to shoot, and then I'm going to transition to a close target. So I'm going to roll off the magnifier and see what we can do. All right, you ready?
Going hot. Rick, so how'd that feel?
It felt okay. It felt real sluggish. So some of the issues that I ran into is the big thing is if you grab the magnifier and you don't move it all the way, it really obscures your view of the dot. So you have to make sure that you actually click it all the way out of the way.
All right, guys. So SIG, Romeo, Juliet, MSR. We're gonna go ahead and transition to close far. All right, going hot. Alright, so as you guys saw, when I'm trying to transition, okay, this is my main problem. You've got to take your hand off the trigger and throw this back, okay? There's not much you can do about it. Now, can I get a 45-degree offset and throw it on here? I just do a quick transition? Fuck no. And you want to know why? This guy right here, it's going to be in the way. And if you get a riser and you mount it out, okay, it's just going to start getting snagged on shit. It's going to cause more problems than it's worth. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and switch over to LPVO, 45-degree offset. And we're going to show the reason why it's so much faster, so much safer, and how you can get rounds on target a lot quicker.
All right, so now we're going to shoot LPVO with a 45 offset. So I went ahead and spun this thing up to 6 power, so that way it's at its greatest magnification. So from going from 6 to no magnification is going to make the biggest difference. So let's grab a mag, danger this bitch up. All right, so same thing. We're going to shoot far and then near, and then maybe we'll do a near to far. So here we go. All right, so let's go close to far. Yeah, that's definitely pretty doable. That's just so, it's so seamless to roll it over. And I have no real experience with a offset 45. I just use LPVOs as they are. I typically don't run very high magnification. My eyes are still pretty decent, even though I wear glasses. So that's actually super slick, just to be able to roll it that little bit of cant, to get an entirely different field of view and a whole different target picture.
All right, guys, so SIG, Tango MSR, SIG, Romeo 0, we are using all SIG optics. So like Rick said, we're not shitting on different optics, different companies. This is all from SIG. So let's go ahead. We're going to be running same thing, 6 power, straight to no, and then we're going to go ahead and transition from short to far. So here we go, going on. That feels so much better than when I needed to take my hand off my weapon to readjust. So, red dot by itself, with backup irons, yes. Loss of battery, damage to your optic, no etching, no. I don't like it. We have the technology, the stuff isn't that expensive, it's great, and as you saw, Vortex did win the Army contract and they are switching to LPVOs. Why? They're just better. Now, if you think that red dot magnifier, no backup irons, is better, go ahead and drop your reasoning in the comments. Or I'll call you an idiot. That's fine. Now, I have three optics that I can use if one of these were to fail. I have less rotating parts and I have more security with etching. So if my illumination goes out, I don't have a problem, okay? There's still etching, I'm still on target, I'm still zeroed. All right, guys, so we'll go ahead and talk about the results here, why you should be getting into LPVO, 45-degree offset. All right, gentlemen, so now we've shot, we've seen the pros and cons, so now we're gonna talk to you a little bit about it. So personally, my pros for LPVO 45-degree red dot opposed to magnifier combo is going to be etched reticle, so batteries go out, we're still on target, there's no need to worry. It also has illumination, so nighttime, etc. That's great. 45 degree, you never have to take your hand off your weapon. That's huge. Seconds matter. Now with the magnifier red dot combo, like Rick said earlier, if you're going to run a red dot, I highly suggest just running a fucking red dot by itself. At least then you can have backup iron sights. And if you want to throw a 45-degree red dot on top of it, then cool, you have that quick transition. But I mean, you're still just running red dot, no point in it whatsoever. And if your batteries run out, optics damaged in some way, or, you know, God forbid for you preppers out there LARPing in the basement, hoarding food, an EMP goes off and the Russians are coming for your guns, then your red dot is pretty much useless in that scenario. So those are pretty much my pros and cons. What do you think, Rick?
So, to be totally transparent, first time I ever got to run an LPVO with a 45 offset, and also running a dot with a magnifier for any length of time. The LPVO just makes more sense with an offset. It really is just such a smooth transition to roll it over that little bit. It's perfect. If I was going to run this gun set up like that a bunch, I'd probably just leave the LPVO on like 3 power, so I'd have a little bit of zoom, but I'm not maxed out, and then I could still roll over for 0 magnification. Dot and magnifier, I wouldn't run at all. I would just run straight up just a dot. I can see out to a couple hundred yards. I've made hits on steel at 500 yards with a dot and no magnifier, so it's definitely doable. Target identification is a thing, and I understand where having a little bit of magnification could help in that, but I'm a big fan of not putting my gun at things I don't need to shoot, so I just carry a rangefinder, so not only do I know how far they are, I can also see what it is without pointing a gun at them. Binoculars work too.
All right, that's awesome. So guys, we hope this grew some insight. We know that you've seen a million red dot magnifiers versus LPVOs, but we have the technology. It's there. I mean, everyone's pretty much moving to LPVO. So if you find this video useful, not a lot of people make it to the end of the video. So if you did, we appreciate you. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. All right, guys. Again, Rick from 406, channel description and link will be in the description below. Make sure you go drop him a follow. He does a lot of different reviews with a lot of guns that you want to see. He keeps up to date with them. So definitely support him. We're going to be doing a lot of videos together. So you'll see him around a lot. All right, guys. Peace.
Until next time.